I was just informed there's 99 days left of 2024. Can you believe that? Because I sure as heck can't. I can't believe it's September, honestly. But what this means is there's 99 days left for you to accomplish everything you set in the beginning of 2024, which I know what you're gonna say. I'll just wait until the 1st. I'll just set my New Year's resolutions on the 1st and I will start then because new year, new me. No. We're not doing that this year. You're not falling into your same pity trap that you put yourself in with this like victim mentality and saying, oh, I can't do it now. I'm too busy. The holidays are coming up, A, B, and C. I don't give a crap, okay? You are going to transform your life by 2025 if it's the last thing I do, okay? So of course, when I found that out literally like 20 minutes ago, I wrote you down an entire plan of how you are going to transform your life by 2025. And don't worry, I'm not gonna leave myself out of this. I'm going to do it too, and I'm going to make a whole series about this. I'm going to try to literally like break this up into a bunch of videos so you guys can follow along in a series. But this is everything I wrote out for you guys that I'm gonna talk about in this video today. I wrote out 10 steps of how you are going to transform your life by 2025. Not necessarily steps, but more so categories that you need to focus on. So vision and goal setting, your physical health and fitness, mental health, career and finance, relationships, personal development, spiritual growth and purpose, kind of two different things, but go hand in hand, time management, emotional mastery, and self-love, and your environment. So we're going to go straight into this because by 2025, not starting in 2025, by 2025, you're going to have clear goals, a plan, how you're going to get there. You're going to have great relationships. You're going to have this emotional great regulation, which people underestimate how important that is. When I learned how to regulate my emotions, I feel like I became this whole new person. And you're going to live with purpose because that's what life really is about. If you're not living with the purpose of what you want to do, what you want to get to, what are you really doing? If I didn't have a goal in my mind every single day, I think I would feel really sad and kind of just lost. And I don't want you to feel that way. Starting off with vision and goal setting. So you need to have a clear vision of where you want your life to go. Make a vision board. That is so important. I know you hear it a million times, but I'm gonna say it a little bit differently, okay? So when you have a vision board, say if you have Pinterest, I like to say to make little categories on Pinterest because I think that's the most fun, but really what you need to think of is kind of the stuff I laid out here. So your physical health, fitness. You do not like working out. You just don't like the kind of exercise that you're doing, okay? So I want you to have a vision board that includes your physical fitness plan, right? Then your mental health, where you wanna be with that. Relationships, friendships, boyfriend, girlfriend. It doesn't have to just be like romantic, you know, like platonic too. Friendships are important. Your family, whatever that may be. Spiritual, say if you are religious, praying, but if you're not religious, then say if you believe in like manifestation, things like that. Put all different categories onto your vision board, and in each of those categories, I want you to pin like 10 different photos, and then, you know, print this out, make a huge collage of it, and post it like somewhere where you're going to see it every day. Whether you have like a walk-in closet and say it's on the wall when you first walk into your closet. Say if it's on your fridge, just anywhere where you are going to like see that every day. So setting goals. When you are planning out a goal, I want you to think big, bigger than you're thinking. If you are like, I want to be a millionaire, but that's really hard. Yeah, everything in life is really hard. Have you ever heard the quote like, marriage is hard, divorce is hard, choose your heart? There's a lot of things in life that are hard. Everything is hard, nothing is easy. So think as big as you can. If you are like, I want to be a millionaire in 5 years, I believe that you can do that, okay? So think big, and then once you have that huge goal in mind, say if it's a 5-year goal, now break it down. Think about how you're going to get to that 5-year goal, what you're going to do in a year. And if this is kind of hard for you to imagine, what I tell people to always do is to go into Chat GPT, and I think that's what it's called, right? The AI tool, and write, this is my 5-year plan. What is realistic goals I should have for a 1-year plan? And see what it spits out at you. And then say, now what are things I can do every month that's going to lead me to that goal? Then break it down. What are things I could do every week? Then break it down. What are things I could do every day? I think that's the easiest way to goal set and to set smart goals, because what better way to do it than to literally have a technology application do it for you? Like, it's going to really just help you. That's what I do, and I think it helps me so much. You don't have to sit and be like, oh, I don't have time to goal set. Yes, you do. You have time to use ChatGPT that's going to tell you how you're going to accomplish your dream life, okay? If you're saying you don't have time, you are just not prioritizing your dream life, and that should be at the top of your priorities list because you have all the time in the world. You have time for what you choose to make time for, and then visualize it. Now, I think that you should set at least 5 minutes a day. Honestly, you should set more than that, but I know you guys are going to tell me that you don't have time, so that's fine. Set 5 minutes a day, which you can take 5 minutes of the time you spend scrolling on your phone, and I want you to like look at your vision board, or say if you're writing this all down too, don't just write it down though, also have a vision board, but look at all your goals. And now when you're looking at them all, really visualize that life as if you are already living it. You know how when you talk about manifesting and affirmations, you always hear like you need to speak it into existence. Say if you want to have $1 million, don't say I will have $1 million. Say I have $1 million in my bank account right now. Don't say I want to go to Greece. Say I am going to Greece in 3 months. Whatever the goals are, right? Speak it as if it's already yours. It doesn't matter that it's not. That's the point of manifesting and visualization. Now, number 2, your health. Like I said before, you do not like exercising. You just don't like the exercise that you are doing. There's a million forms of exercise, and you're going to choose one today that you're going to start doing, and you're going to do it until the end of the year. And then obviously you're still going to do it in the next year. But the point is that you're going to start it now. You're not going to start it on January 1st. You're going to start it on September 23rd or like whatever day it is, right? Figure that out, whether it's walking, whether it's lifting, Pilates, yoga. And honestly, don't tell me that, it's all too expensive, because my gym membership is literally $20 a month. You could literally work out at home, put it on your TV and play a video of your workout. You could go on a walk, that's free. There's so many things that you can do to exercise, and exercise is so important. It releases dopamine, which makes you happy, and it also will help you to sleep better. No one really talks about this, I feel like. When you start exercising every day and you do it the same time every day, your body just like regulates and you're going to get better sleep. And I feel like I get better REM sleep when I exercise versus when I don't. I feel like I really see a difference. It also really alleviates like anxiety for me. I feel like when I haven't exercised in like a few days, I start getting really anxious. Next thing is nutrition. You're going to eat more whole foods. I don't want to go in your pantry and see all the foods you have that when you look at the ingredient list, you can't even read me what the ingredients are. I really think you have everything in moderation. I totally agree with that. I don't think you should cut everything out. But what I do think is don't go to the store and buy Chips Ahoy cookies. Buy the ingredients to make the cookies. That is so much better for you, regardless of the fact that the cookies will have sugar and whatever, brown sugar, I don't even know, all those stuff in cookies that you think is bad for you. It's really not bad for you to have cookies that you make versus when you have a Chips Ahoy cookie or an Oreo cookie, because those cookies are so processed. You should know what is going into your body. So I believe if you want a sweet treat, make a batch of cookies, stuff like that. I think that is just way better for you, and you're going to feel the difference. When I started eating just more whole foods, my skin cleared up, which was the biggest thing for me, because I would always break out, and it was from having sugar. When I stopped eating added sugars in foods. So this is not fruit. Fruit is not an added sugar. Added sugars are when they pour actual sugar into things. So when I stopped eating added sugars, my skin cleared up. I just was less bloated. It's you automatically will just lose weight if you feel like you're holding onto weight and you can't figure out why. You'll lose that. You won't hold on to as much water. There's a lot of things that come with that. And finally, with your health, you are going to start prioritizing your sleep today. You need to schedule out when you're going to sleep and when you're waking up, and make it a non-negotiable. There's no sleeping in your bed late, snoozing the alarm, and there's no staying up scrolling on your phone all night. What is that doing for you, honestly? Would it be more beneficial to get an extra hour of sleep than to stay on your phone and scroll for an hour? What you're probably doing, and I think a lot of people are guilty of this, is when you have a really busy life and a really busy day, which this was really me in high school. I had no time actually ever a free time. And so I would stay up super late and scroll on my phone, and it was kind of self-sabotage, because you don't have free time, so you want to make yourself have free time. And so what time can you compromise? Your sleep. That's what you do. And so you're doing that because you don't have free time, and you're trying to make it for yourself. You don't want to go to sleep because you're well, I wanted to go on my phone, or I wanted to do this, but I didn't have time to do it, so now this is my only time. Don't do that. Sleep is important. If you're not getting enough sleep, it's going to affect your day, which is in turn going to affect you wanting to work out and wanting to get all your goals done and wanting to eat healthy. And sleep is just so important, moral of the story. So when you don't get good sleep, it affects the rest of your day. Such a priority. You need to prioritize sleeping. Number 3, your mental health. I would argue that's the most important thing on this list. Obviously, there's a lot you can't help with that, but there's a lot that you can. And so what you're going to start focusing on in the next 99 days is gratitude, positivity, and affirmation. So now with gratitude, I believe that, and I've talked about this before too, if you watch my videos, every single night before you go to sleep, you should think of 3 things that happened to you during the day that were happy, that you did not know were going to happen to you when you woke up. Now, this could be that a stranger complimented you. It could be that your latte tasted extra good today, or, the breakfast you made, it just like hit different. Whatever it may be, it doesn't have to be a big thing, it could be small. And that's just honestly going to shift your mindset when you're going to sleep. And in turn, like I said, your sleep affects everything. So going to sleep on a positive note, I think just overall really impacts your whole life. And just try it, you'll see. Now, positivity. I believe so much, and I don't just believe this, I know it, that you can train your brain to be positive. And some people are naturally negative. They are. But that is a choice they're making every day, because you can train your brain to be positive. And so what you have to do, and I started doing this a while ago, and that's how I am the way I am today. I would say I am a naturally positive person, but when like annoying things just happen to you, like say you you step in dog poop, or you spill coffee on your shirt, you get a flat tire. All those things you cannot control. And how often do you think, oh my God, if I just didn't hit that, whatever you got the flat tire from, if I just didn't run over that curb, because that's what I did recently, if I just didn't hit that curb, then I wouldn't have gotten the flat tire, I wouldn't have to buy a new tire, all of that. Oh my God, if I just didn't spill the coffee, then I wouldn't have to go change, I wouldn't be late. It doesn't matter. You hit the curb, you spilled the coffee. It's already done, it's already in the past. And now all you could do is just deal with the situation and kind of move on. And once I got that mindset, it made my life just so much better, because nothing started really like agitating me anymore. I never get angry about anything. It takes so much to make me angry. I get upset about things, obviously, because who doesn't? And I'm a girl, what can I say? But I really don't get angry about things. I'm really a calm person. Anything that makes you angry, like if someone cuts you off, anything, it's it already happened, it's already in the past, and you just have to kind of move on and get over it. The longer you stay sad about something, then the longer you're just wasting your time. What's good in just sitting there being sad about it? It's the time you spend moaning and groaning over something that happened and being sad about a situation, it's time that you're never getting back. And once you start realizing that, I think it just will flip your whole mindset around. But so again, you're prioritizing your mental health. So for each of these things, write out what you're going to do. What is your plan day to day of how you're going to improve that? Next on the list is career and finance. If you're at any stage in your life, this can apply to you. It's not just, if you're an adult. This can apply if you're in college or high school, whatever. So I categorize this in skills, goals, passive income, and network. Now, just diving right into it, skills. If you're in school, obviously you could take classes. If you're not in school, you could take certifications. All of that will help you greatly. That looks so good on a resume. You could add it to your portfolio. If you don't have a portfolio, make a portfolio. Don't have a resume, make a resume. Make a LinkedIn. There's so many things you can do to improve your skills and how you are perceived to companies if you want to work for a company. Then goals. Now, depending on who you are, your goal could be that you want to start a company. It could also be that you want to get a raise in your current company. It could be that you want to get a job, you want to get an internship, whatever that may be. I want you again to write out a year goal, and then a month goal, and weekly goals, daily goals of what you can do every day to accomplish that. Again, put it into ChatGPT. I think that's the best way to do so. Now, I also wrote down passive income. There's so many ways that you can make passive income that you aren't even thinking about. And I would say that when I started having multiple streams of income, it takes away so much stress from your life and it makes you so much less burnt out. I personally have a social media management company, so I have clients that I run their social media account. I also then work for a company part-time. I do swim lessons, and then I have a bunch of different things on social media that pay me in different ways. And so I have a lot of different streams of income that flow in every month. And as a result of that, I'm not burnt out from any of the jobs that I'm doing because I don't spend 40 hours a week doing the same thing. And that would burn me out. But I know a lot of people can do that. But personally, if I were sitting at a desk for 40 hours a week, that would definitely burn me out. And so I knew that. And so that's why I didn't do that when I graduated college. I didn't apply to jobs where I would have to do that. I kind of carved my own path of what I wanted to do. And now I love what I'm doing. And so it all works out. So, but again, a lot of the things are passive. So if you are on social media, then you probably know a bunch of different passive income streams. But aside from that, if you really just ask ChatGPT again, passive income streams, and say things that you like doing, because I could list a bunch, but they may not apply to you. So say what you like doing, what you are skilled at, just different things, type that into ChatGPT and see the list of things that it gives you, because that's going to like totally change your life. And then your network. Have you ever heard the saying, your net worth is your network? The people that you meet are going to change your life. That is the moral of the story. Honestly, college, if you don't network in college, then yeah, college is probably going to do absolutely nothing for you. I mean, obviously like a degree might get you a job. Just honestly, like your network is just huge. The people you meet in college are what is going to do something for you, not necessarily the classes you take and the clubs you're involved in. Because you know, when you're applying to jobs, let's be honest here. If you're applying to a job and you have the same exact resume and the same exact skill set as another person, but they know somebody in the company, they're going to get the job. And I'm just being honest here. So your network is what matters. Talk to people. Don't just take your classes. Like, get involved with your teachers. Talk to your teachers. Talk to the people that are running the clubs. Try to talk to people in the community if you know that's where you're going to want to live when you graduate. Just build your network. On LinkedIn, add everybody. Next on the list is relationships. So this is not just boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. This is family, friendships, everything. I want you to set time to call your mom, call your grandma. Set time every week that you're going to hang out with a friend, or every month maybe if you're a busy girl. Set time to just build on the relationships you have, because relationships, again, are just so important, and you don't really realize how important they are until you don't have them anymore. And I wish so badly that I could go back to freaking high school when all my friends and I were living in the same town and hang out with them literally every single day, because I miss them so much. And now we all live in different states and like never see each other, and it's so sad. And so while you are in a situation where you could spend time with your friends, hang out with them all the time, schedule time to hang out with them, while you can still see your family, set time to see them. It's so crazy, like when you get older and everyone just moves to different places, and especially nowadays where, you know, jobs are everywhere and you could work remote and you could live like wherever you want, everyone goes all over, because why not? But what comes with that is missing people. And so while you can spend time with the people in your life, spend time with them. But again, to get that better by 2025, schedule the time out, plan it in advance, because I know that when the time comes up, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't this week. Like, no, plan it like your month calendar in advance of when you're going to schedule time to hang out with your friends, because your relationships are important. They're way more important than the amount of money you're making, than anything else. Family, friends, those are the people that are going to be with you when you die and when you're underground. No one's going to care about the amount of money you made, but the people that are going to keep you alive are the people that will still talk about you and love you to pieces. So build relationships. Next one, personal development and spiritual growth. So say if you're religious, then obviously this could be praying, going to church, getting involved, not just reading the Bible, but kind of really diving into what that means and the different meanings behind things. If you're not religious, I believe in a lot in like manifestation. Say if you believe in like the universe, different things like that. I just think that when you have something that you believe in, it makes things way easier. Like personally, I believe in God. And so I believe that everything in my life is happening according to his plan. I think that God knows everything that's going to happen in my life. And that's why when I get the flat tire or I spill the coffee in my shirt and now I'm late, I think that God already knew that that was going to happen, and that was a part of my plan, and maybe that was avoiding me from something that would have been way worse happening to me. Like that's just how my brain operates, and that all stems with my spiritual beliefs. So I think that if you could just believe in anything, just any sort of higher power, whatever that may be, that will help you so much. On top of this, I think reading and just working to become a better person, honestly, giving back. There's a lot of different like self-help books that you can read. Just reading books that are helping you to become a better person, that is like what you should be reading. Because say if you hate reading, you don't hate reading, you hate what you're reading. I remember my teacher telling me that when I was young, and maybe not young, maybe in like middle school, and it really stuck with me. And I remember then in high school I started reading self-development books, and I just loved them, and I was like, this is the books I meant to read. So that could be you. What drives you? What every day motivates you? Like, what do you feel like is your purpose? And so the reason I said giving back is I think that volunteering really helps a lot, just kind of like with mental clarity almost. Like when you give back, I just think it makes you feel good. That sounds like selfish, I guess, but when it's, I guess you're being selfless in a selfish manner, it does make you feel good when you volunteer, when you're doing something that you know is helping other people. Like when you compliment someone, doesn't that kind of make you feel good? What do you think is like your purpose in life? And if you don't know, that's okay. That's why we're doing this. That's why we're going through this 99-day plan. So if you feel like your purpose is to help people, but you don't really know like how to do that, I think volunteering helps you figure things out a lot. When I was in high school, I did a bunch of different things to volunteer. I was a Girls on the Run coach, I was a catechist, I like ran a bunch of different clubs. I did a lot of things to volunteer. And in doing that, it really showed me what I enjoyed doing and what I didn't enjoy doing. And so just being involved in a bunch of different things, I felt like I got a clear vision of like what my purpose was. And I personally love helping people. I love giving people advice. I love talking to people. And now I know different ways I can implement that in my life. And I'm still young, obviously, as all of you are. You're all young, no matter what your age, because you have so much life ahead of you, and your life can change overnight. So you're never too old to start changing your life. There's just so much you can do every day that will make you feel what your purpose is. And again, like if you're so lost and you feel like you don't know what your purpose is, or you don't know what like the meaning of your life is, I would again say to go into ChatGPT and say like, I don't know what my purpose is. I like doing this, this, and this. I enjoy blank, blank, and blank. Really just write out all of that and ask it like, what is my purpose? What am I meant to do? And again, I just think like talking to AI sometimes, like it makes you just think in ways that you wouldn't have thought. And obviously you could talk to the people around you, but I'm assuming that you've already done that and that still hasn't helped you. So again, I just think that ChatGPT helps a lot with like visualization and finding your purpose. And people don't think of it that way. Like people don't think of it as this tool to help you with personal development, but that's what I use it for. And you can use it for that. You have this tool now at your fingertips. Use it to make yourself a better person. Next topic is time management. So I want you to time block your days with every part of it. So say if you're going to start waking up at 7 a.m. So time block your day. That 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock is your morning routine, breakfast, stretching, visualization, whatever that may be. Then block out like 8 to 10 is blank, 10 to 12 is blank, 12 to 1 is lunch, 1 to 3. Like time block all your day, including working out, making meals, visualization, scheduling time to see people. All these things that we're talking about, time block your days. Set aside like 5 minutes at the end of the day or in the beginning of the day where you're time blocking the next day or your day ahead of you. I think that it helps most to do it like the day before, because I like to go to sleep knowing what I'm doing the next day, because honestly, if I don't, it really stresses me out and I feel so overwhelmed because I'm like, oh my God, I have so much stuff I need to do. But if it's all mapped out and I see, oh, I do have time to do everything, it makes me feel way better. Priorities. So you heard the saying like, eat the frog. Do the hard things first. The stuff that you like doing the least, get that done in the beginning of the day, because otherwise it's gonna like weigh on you the rest of the day. I've been guilty of that and I hate doing that. So get it done first thing in the morning, and then you won't have to worry about it the rest of the day. And then it's like, God, it's like, I feel so good when you just get the worst thing out of the way first. Also, distractions. Put away your phone when you need to get things done, or turn off your social media apps. If you are someone that, I mean, I personally don't do this. Like, I won't sit on my phone and scroll for an hour. Like, if I need a break, I'll just take like a 5-minute break and I can do that. But I have the self-control to do that. I know a lot of people don't. So don't give yourself the option to go on your phone if you think you need a break. Or if you need to go to the bathroom, like, don't bring your phone to the bathroom because you're just gonna get distracted. So do what you need to do, get it done, limit your distractions. Don't like play TV in the background if you know that you're gonna just sit and watch TV then. Focus on what you can accomplish right now, not worrying about tomorrow. So again, I was just talking about this before. I time block my days so that I don't get stressed and overwhelmed. But sometimes when I know I have like a big thing that I have to do like on Wednesday, right? And it's like Monday, I'll be thinking about that on Monday. And we all do it, we're all guilty of it. And especially if you're anxious like me. So don't do that to yourself. Focus on the now. And if you're saying I can't do that, yes, you can, because we're making this priority list so you are going to be the best version of yourself by 2025. Moving on, emotional mastery. This is another thing that is super important. Emotional regulation is huge. If you feel like your emotions, or like when things happen to you, you just like get angry, like I was talking about before, or you just like can't control your reaction to things, you are just quick to snap at people, quick to judge people, all things like that, you have to learn to regulate your emotion. Becoming aware that once something happens, it's in the past, now all you can do is move forward. That's definitely one step of it. But I think that in order to really regulate your emotions, you have to just start practicing it every day. What I think is like practicing this is, okay, say you spill coffee on your shirt and you get PO'd, you are so mad, you like throw things around, you're like just so angry. Then you have that reaction and you're like, wait, actually, it's okay, it's fine, I can change, I can go back inside, it doesn't matter that I'm late, it's one time. Working on sort of like having the reaction and then combating that reaction. I think this is the way to get over that. I think this is what I would do that really helped me. I would have that reaction and then I would be like, wait, no, and I would fix it. And this also goes with judging people. If you feel like you're guilty of judging people, this also works for that. So say if you're like, oh my God, I hate that girl's shirt, it is so ugly. Then you have that reaction, then you're like, wait, no, she can wear whatever she wants. If she loves that and she feels comfortable in that, good for her. I'm not judging her, she looked great. Like kind of combating that ugly reaction you had at first. Because honestly, it's like, I know that you can't help a lot of the things that you learned when you were young, and you can't help that you have natural reaction to things, but what you can help is how you choose to deal with that. And if you want to improve and you genuinely want to get better, this is the way to do that. Going off of emotional mastery is self-love. It is just the most important thing. If you don't love yourself, how can you expect other people to love you? And if you are not in love with your life and the life that you're living, you can change that. You can change the people around you, all of that. So I just think self-love is huge. You need to put yourself first every single day. And again, write out how you're going to do that. Forgiving yourself. We all make so many mistakes in life, right? We're all guilty of it. And I think that so often we hold a grudge on ourselves. Say we did something really mean to a friend, we did something nasty to a guy, something nasty to a family member, or just you didn't like the person you were in the past. Like when you look at the person you used to be, you would not be friends with that person now. And that is okay. Forgive yourself. Forgive the parts of you that are no longer here but shaped you into the person you are. Because at the end of the day, if you didn't have those people that you used to be, like the people that you were, because you know, we've all been different versions of ourselves, then you wouldn't be the person you are right now. And you are obviously such a beautiful human now, and you deserve to forgive yourself, and you deserve to stop holding a grudge against yourself, because maybe you weren't a terrible person. Maybe you were just 14 years old, or maybe you were just going through a really hard time in your life. And you've learned from that, you've dealt with the experiences, and now you've grown. And so all you could do is forgive yourself and move on. Celebrating your wins. So I think that when you accomplish a goal, it should be a celebration. Something that I think is huge with this is the people you're with, because my boyfriend, literally one of the things that I just like love the most about him is I could do something so small. It could be, in my eyes, like literally so small, but he will be like, yes, like let's go celebrate, like let's go get froyo, or let's go to dinner, like whatever it is. We'll be like, oh my god, let's like watch a favorite movie, like whatever it may be. But just celebrating your wins and having people around you that celebrate your wins, it's gonna make you feel so good, it's gonna make you feel so motivated, and it's going to make you feel just so happy inside. And so I just think that when you give yourself this sort of like pat on the back, it just helps you honestly to be more productive and to succeed even more. So last but not least, I know this has been long, but we're transforming your life by 2025. So this is a big deal. Your environment. So the things I wrote for this are decluttering, optimizing your surroundings, inspirations, and your routines. These are all very big. So first, decluttering. Sell things you don't use, okay? Like, don't be a hoarder. If it's not bringing you any sort of happiness anymore, then get rid of it. Sell it, donate it, whatever you want to do. Also, like, go through desks, go through your junk drawers, get rid of stuff. Like, because just having all that stuff, it's cluttering your energy, it's cluttering you, okay? So release it, let it all go. You're gonna feel so free when you start getting rid of the trash that's in your environment. Now, optimizing your surroundings. What I mean by this is optimize your surroundings for your goals. So if you want to improve your work and making more money and your business, whatever it is, have a workspace you love. Set up a desk and have it have cute decorations that you love. Or if you want to get into fitness and working out, set up a cute like workout station. You want to eat healthier? Don't buy things that, are bad for you. If you want to eat healthier, don't buy like the Doritos and the Oreos, like buy the healthier alternatives, okay? Optimize your environment to make your goals able to come true. That is so huge. It's so important. If you're not optimizing your environment, then you're setting yourself up to fail, okay? So how many opportunities are you giving yourself every day to succeed? You need to be giving yourself an abundance of opportunity to succeed. Inspirations. So again, this is your vision board, but also if there's someone in your life that you really look up to, this is huge. Like, talk to them, really schedule time in your day maybe to talk to them. If it's like a grandparent or a parent, or maybe it's a friend or a sibling, just schedule time to talk to these people. Or say if your inspiration is someone just like famous, then, if they have a podcast or if they have videos, like listen to them, listen to stories of their life, read a book they've written, anything. Finally, your routine. Your routine is huge. Your morning routine sets you up for success, and your night routine also sets you up for success for the next day. And if you're not optimizing your night and morning routine, then again, you're not giving yourself the opportunity to succeed. Have a morning routine you love that gets you out of bed in the morning. Say if it's your coffee that you love, set up a cute coffee board. That's what I did. And that makes me look forward to getting out of bed in the morning. Your night routine should be setting you up to succeed in the morning. Again, so like all of this stuff is huge. It's going to really just completely change your life when you start implementing this all. I know this might be overwhelming, but it's okay. You don't need to do everything at once. The idea here is that you're going to plan out all your goals in all these different categories, plan out a vision, and then start living your day-to-day life so that you are one step closer to achieving your dream life. And now, why would you end the year on a sad note when you could end it on a happy note? And then that will just lead into your 2025, and you'll be, October, November, December? You'll be 3 months, 99 days ahead of everybody else, okay? So start now. This is the time. This is the time to change your life. There's no tomorrow. No, there's no starting on the 1st. Time is all an illusion. Start today. I love you guys, and I hope that this changed your perspective. I hope you're all starting today, because you can start today. Let me know what your goals are. I want to hear it all. I love hearing people's goals. So let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.